Hello everyone, I'm Kaan GÜNAL. I'm studying at Ege University Mechanical Engineering Department and my presentation about nanotechnology in health. What will we see today? Firstly, we will examine what is nano and nanotechnology, and we will see health and health applications in nanotechnology. What is nano? Nano is Greek word meaning extremely small. Nanotechnology deals with size from 100 nanometers range. A nanometer is very small. It's just 10 to the power of negative 9 meter. There are some examples about scale of nano. For example, a human hair equal to approximately 50,000 nanometer wide. A pinhead 1 million nanometers wide. A sheet of paper equal to 75,000 nanometers thick. A strand of DNA equal to 2.5 nanometers wide, and a red blood cell equal to 7,000 nanometers wide. This is the nano timeline. Nano has been researching for many years. You can see this in the table here. Feynman started the first serious studies about nano and nanotechnology. Today, a significant amount of budgets are spent on nanotechnology research. What is nanotechnology? The prefix nano comes from the Greek word nanos, which means 1 billion part of something. So nanotechnology can be described as engineering and manufacturing at the scale of a nanometer or nanoscale. Examples of nanosubstance are atom diameter 0.15 nanometers and diameter of double-strand DNA 2 nanometers and cell 1000 nanometers. A brief history about nanotechnology. On December 29, 1959, physicist Richard Feynman gave a radical lecture at an American Physical Society meeting at Caltech titled "There's Plenty of Room at the Bottom." Feynman suggested that it should be possible to make machines at a nanoscale that arrange the atoms the way we want, and do chemical synthesis by mechanical manipulation. This lecture was the birth of the idea and study of nanotechnology. His idea on nanotechnology in medicine. According to Feynman, Hibbs originally suggested to him the idea of medical use for Feynman's theoretical macromachines. He said, "A friend of mine suggests a very interesting possibility for relatively small machines. He says that it would be interesting in surgery if you could swallow the surgeon. You put the mechanical surgeon inside the blood vessel and it goes into the heart and looks around. It finds out which valve is the faulty one and takes a little knife and slices it out. Other small machines might be permanently incorporated in the body to assist some inadequately functioning organ." Richard Feynman, "There's plenty of room at the bottom." What Feynman and Hibbs considered a possibility today, 51 years later, is becoming a reality. What's in the health? Nanotechnology has potential to remarkably affect the diagnostic and therapeutic approach for a disease. The unparalleled sensitivity and performance enhance durability and flexibility. Unique physicochemical properties of nanomaterials have been exploited in medical diagnosis for early detection of disease in target approach, clinical therapy, and in regenerative medicine for reconstruction of damaged tissues. Nanotechnology is a new and exciting field with many possible applications in health. It has a role in different areas such as drug delivery, secondly cancer technology, thirdly surgery, and finally medical robotics. Drug delivery. Nanomedicine had weaved countless breakthroughs in drug delivery implementations. Nanoparticles are defined as particulate distribution or solid particles with a size in the range of 10 and 100 nanometers. Controlled nanodrug delivery seeks the development of suitable drug carriers that can transmit sufficient dose of drug to diseased lesions. You can see in the picture how is targeting molecule. Various nanostructures including liposomes, polymers, dendrimers, micelles, and magnetic nanoparticles have been tested as carriers in drug delivery. And you can see in the picture some nanoscale delivery systems like microgels, filled microgels, emulsions, nanoemulsions, choriodosomes, microclusters, liposomes. Nanoparticles can be prepared from different types of materials such as proteins, polysaccharides, and synthetic polymers. The selection of matrix depends on many factors, including requisite size of nanoparticles, underlying properties of the drug such as solubility, stability, surface characteristics, charge and permeability, degree of biodegradability, biocompatibility, and toxicity, drug delivery profile desired, antigenicity of the final product. Why we need to control drug delivery? To overcome the limitations and drawbacks of conventional drug administration like limited effectiveness, poor biodistribution, toxicity, and lack of sensitivity, controlled drug delivery system is utilized. In controlled drug delivery systems, the drug is transported at the place of action, increasing its influence on the vital tissues and minimizing its undesirable side effects. Let's watch a video about delivery system.
This project, led by a team of researchers from King's College London, aims to enable oral administration of drugs that currently require injection, such as biologics, which are on the rise, by establishing a design blueprint for the engineering of drug carriers that can cross the intestinal barrier. These drug carriers are called nanoparticles and are based on particles with diameters equivalent to 1/1000th of the thickness of a human hair. Nanoparticles are normally unable to cross the intestinal epithelium, but when we attach special compounds to the surface of nanoparticle carriers, they're able to cross the gut wall. These identified compounds are called transport-enabling peptides and have the ability to move across the intestinal wall. The nanoparticles cross the gut wall by binding to receptors on the cell surface. Overall, the project hopes to move from injection to oral administration of medicines, and ultimately develop safer medicines that patients are more likely to take.
Let's contain. Secondly, nanotechnology in cancer diagnosis. Early diagnosis is very important in cancer treatment. Therefore, the first purpose of nanotechnology is to provide convenience in diagnosing cancer. As a result of studies on nanoparticles, cancer is diagnosed more easily and quickly. Research is ongoing to further develop the method used. Cancer treatment. Nanotechnology is not only aimed at finding cancer cells. At the same time, attempts are made to destroy cancer cells. Today, tumors can be eliminated without surgical intervention with various applications. By developing these methods with nanotechnological researches, it strives to destroy cancer cells without surgical intervention or without therapies that cause great pain. One of the biggest restrictions in cancer treatment is that drugs damage healthy cells while acting cancer cells. Important improvements have been made in recent years about treatments that will only affect cancer cells. You can see the picture how is improving cancer treatment with traditional treatment and nanotechnology treatment. One of new findings for nanoscale drug delivery, diagnosing, and treating cancer are nanoshells, gold-coated silica. These nanoshells sit in a drug containing tumor-targeted hydrogel polymer injected into the body, accumulate near tumor cells. When heated with an infrared light, the nanoshells selectively absorb specific infrared frequency, melting the polymer and releasing the drug payload at a specific site. They are designed for specific targeting, micrometastasis, tiny aggregates of cancer cells too small to remove with a scalpel. Let's watch a video about cancer treatment.
Cancer rates have been steadily increasing, making it the leading cause of death in the Western world. Cancer treatment is costly both to individuals and to healthcare funds. Surprisingly, despite scientific and medical advances, more than 30% of cancer patients receive the wrong drug. Drugs that are ineffective in fighting cancer weaken the patient and may not bring the best results. However, this can change. Chemical engineering professor Avi Schroeder and his team at Technion Israel Institute of Technology developed a unique nanotechnology method to explore the efficiency of different drugs before treatment begins. To test a person's response to medication, drugs need to be tested within the patient's body inside the tumor, turning it into a small and safe treatment lab. Schroeder creates nanoparticles, each marked by a unique barcode that carries a specific medication. These nanoparticles are then injected into the blood and enter the malignant tissue, penetrating through microfissures that do not exist in healthy tissue. The nanoparticles then discharge the drug within the tumor cells. Following that, doctors take a biopsy of the tumor and can see by analyzing the barcodes which drug is most effective for treating the patient. This new development allows the drug diagnostic stage to take place within the patient's own body. This leads to clinical recommendations based on the patient's own response, being personalized medicine at its best.
Yes, let's continue our presentation. Thirdly, nanotechnology in surgery. With nanotechnology, minute surgical instruments and robots can be made which can be used to perform microsurgeries on any part of the body. Instead of damaging a large amount of the body, these instruments will be precise and accurate, targeting only the area where surgery should be done. Visualization of surgery can also be improved. Instead of a surgeon holding the instrument, computers can be used to control the nanosite surgical instruments. Nanocameras can provide close-up visualization of the surgery, less chance of any mistakes or faults. Surgery could also be done on tissue, genetic and cellular levels. Finally, medical robotics and nanorobots in heart surgery. The possibility of nanorobots was first proposed by Richard Feynman in his talk "There's Plenty of Room at the Bottom" in 1959. Robotics is the use of technology to design and manufacture intelligent machines built for specific purposes, programmed to perform specific tasks. Generally, nanotechnology deals with size ranging from 1 to 100 nanometers. Nanorobots are nanodevices that will be used for the purpose of maintaining and protecting the human body against pathogens. What are they? Nanorobots are theoretical microscopic devices measured on the scale of nanometer. 1 nanometer equals 1 millionth of 1 millimeter. They will work at the atomic, molecular, and cellular level to perform in both the medical and industrial fields. These are very sensitive to the acoustic signal. These nanorobots can be programmed using the sound waves to perform the specified tasks. These nanorobots identify the particular harmful cells and try to quarantine it. You can see in the picture structure of nanorobots, molecular sorting, rotors, propeller, and pin sensors. Firstly, nanorobots injection. Nanorobots are introduced into the body by surgery. So, the nanorobots are made smaller than the blood vessels as it can travel. The nanorobot is injected in femoral artery. Secondly, nanorobots navigation and positioning. Nanorobots use blood flow for its movement. To know the location of nanorobots, where it goes, we use ultrasonic technique. Signal processing techniques are used to track this ultrasonic signal. Sensors in detection. The pressure sensors scan blood vessels for variation in blood pressure. They will generate a report of the potential areas of heart block. Secondly, the smart sensors present in the sensor robots get activated and they form a closed ad hoc network connecting all the robots. Thirdly, chemosensors scan the region of the cholesterols. It's used to find the block accurately. All this information are transmitted through the ad hoc network. Destruction. The fatty deposits clots are removed using special blades fitted with nanorobots. Continuous pulse signal is used to activate the blade. Molecular synthesis. The final operation is done by the molecular synthesizers. They fill the burnt gap with fresh cells synthesized by the robots themselves. This process is known as molecular synthesis. And finally, we will see advantages and disadvantages. Let's start advantages. Firstly, fast process and results are accurate. Involves less psychological strain, harmful ray attack is reduced, side effects are eliminated. Disadvantages: expensive technology, practical implementation is somewhat difficult, sometimes robots goes out of control in human body. Conclusion: nanorobots' performance in heart surgery is found to be effective. As the construction of nanorobots is under progress, the ideas explained here could not be implemented at present. This will be implemented soon in the future. And these are my references. And thank you for listening me.